Good morning and welcome to another Money Mike Minute. This time of year is a time of year when most military are in some kind of transition process, and it is the PCS season right now. So that's what our focus is going to be on today. During this time of year, the next 3 months, there's going to be lots of moves around the world for service members. So that's going to be our topic today. So as you can see on this screen here, we have the option to buy a home. That's something that a lot of folks have on their mind, especially when they start this PCS season. So this information we got from DoD Financial Readiness, and we just figured that this would be our topic today. So there are pros and cons whenever you look at PCSing and then potentially buying a home or leasing. You know, that's one of the many options that you have. I guess for me, typically whenever I'm talking to someone, when they're like, hey, I just got here and I want to buy a home, I always stress you have to look at the location and keep in mind that for myself, I like to be kind of out of the city, out in the country a little bit, but that's a really hard sell. So I always recommend to military folks, as you're PCSing and looking at possibly buying a home, buy something that would be easy to sell if you had to sell it. So something close to base, something well-established neighborhood. For me, I live about 30 miles south of where I work at. That would be a hard sell for a service member because they want something convenient, close to base. And I say you want it convenient to base because if you are unable to rent it out when you leave, because a lot of folks want to buy a home and then rent it out when they leave, what if you can't rent it out? What if you have to sell it? I think location is key when you're looking at those homes near a military installation. There are certainly advantages and disadvantages. Some of the disadvantages of buying a home is, again, what if you have to sell it? What if you are unable to rent it out? Or maybe you cannot rent it out for what the mortgage is. That means you have another burden from your last duty location to either rent it or sell it. I have had friends over the years that every time they PCS to a new military installation, they would actually buy a home and they would turn it over to a property manager, and that property manager would take care of everything. With the current housing market though, and it is getting better, but several months ago we were at all-time record highs as far as what homes were bringing. It's not so easy as what it sounds. I mean, it sounds great. Hey, I have these homes all over the place. They're easily being rented out. What happens if you can't rent it out? That's what I want you to focus on. You have to be prepared once you leave that duty location where you've bought that home. You have to be prepared to make that mortgage payment. So do some research. Come in and talk to one of the counselors here at the Military Family Readiness Center. Anything financial, setting that budget up would be absolutely key if you're looking at buying a home at that next duty location. Make sure your credit looks good. Make sure that credit report is accurate. And that's stuff we can help you with here at the Military Family Readiness Center. Again, this is Money Mike with this week's Money Mike Minute. I hope you have a great day. Come by and see us, Building 960, Shepherd Air Force Base.